Hey Gary, how are you?
Hey Nick, I'm good, thank you. Um,
Well, first I want to just tell you, congrats, the final three. Like, how does it, what are you feeling? Because, the world's about to see it and the collection you came up with, like, what are your thoughts right now?
oh, geez, I've been living with this for so long
Uh-huh.
behind closed doors that it's like going to be a relief. Plus, I'll be seeing it for the first time, really, because it's just all in my head. At the time, I was just so happy to be like to the end. Like, I was so thrilled, and just because yeah, it was really exciting. And so I now it's just like, and we've been working so hard to get everything up and running with the store, the Amazon store and all of that. So it's just like, now I'm just ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it all.
Yeah, and your collection, like, I was blown away by the finale of your collection. Like,
Oh, thank you.
yeah, what was your? I'm gonna tell you my favorite piece. I want to then ask what was your favorite piece. My favorite pieces were I love the sweaters you did,
Mm,
like the nice, comfy, like those are the ideal sweaters you want. I feel like in the fall, the winter, like
yeah.
just that cozy but still stylish. And yeah, what was your favorite?
Well, that's really great that you said that because we actually reproduced Edward's cardigan. Um, we actually reproduced it in Peru, and one woman actually knitted each and every single one by hand. So they will be
Amazing.
available.
That
Yeah.
is awesome.
From the last collection, my favorite piece was now I forget the model's name, but she wore the rusted plaid jersey dress with the skirt over it. I just love that print. I still love it. It's going to be available in some great basic styles. I'm really happy with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to tell you like your patterns and how you come up with original patterns, like taking photos and making the patterns out of it. It just blows my mind, especially the one dress you made. It was the I think the cargo um the truck, like the cargo
Yeah.
truck, and
Yeah.
how you made the pad like that one. I was like it looked it's so amazing how you took that picture and made it like a pattern, literally. Like, is that always something you've come up with since you began your journey in fashion?
Yes, I love taking, antiques and making patterns out of them. And I love taking, I've always loved industrial landscapes and old factories and rusted cars. And that photo was taken during the first assignment. So it actually like goes back to the Amanda story. It's literally right by her gravestone. Um, and so that was one of my favorite pieces. And yeah, I've done that a lot before.
Yeah. Well, what did it feel like? Because I know you only had 4 days, and
Yeah.
it's a lot to turn out in 4 days. And
I was just coming off kind of the rough episode 7.
yeah,
Um, so I wasn't fully recovered from that. And, you should, first of all, we bought all our fabrics online, which is really challenging of it in and of itself. Um, so it was really like, it's not like I'm slow, but I like to kind of feel things out and
Mhm.
experiment. And that's one of the challenges of being on the show. You can't really experiment. You have to like experiment as you're actually making it. You know what I mean? So it's like you're playing around, but you have to like get it done. So that was a little stressful, but I felt like after like the second day in, I kind of got my groove and I could kind of see it. I could see it in front of me.
Yeah, yeah, like you just said, that I give you a lot of credit for that. 'Cause like you said, I'm the same way. Like you want to see what's there and take your
Yeah.
time. And 4 days, I mean, it's not for a full collection, literally, that needs to go down a runway. It
Yeah.
just like blew my mind how you all pull it together and just make it happen. And it was so effortless, with the final product. Like you
Well,
all killed it. Like,
thank you. I mean,
yeah.
literally, it's just in my head. Like I'm just, yeah, but yeah,
Yeah. And what does it feel like? Like the dress is right behind you as well.
yeah,
Like so many social media stars, people, famous artists, famous, social media influencers are wearing it, making TikToks. I seen, just, showing, and it was your first winning look. Like, how does that feel, just having that? Because it's so different today with the world of, I'm still getting new to like the whole TikTok world. It's so different today. How does it feel though, just having all that love from so many people?
I think it's really incredible, and I think it really, you know, why I went into fashion and not other things like say costume or fine art is, there's this point where people purchase it, or and then they make it their own, and then they start creating their own stories. So in a way, you're like kind of costuming the world, or costuming a certain amount of the public. So for me, the whole TikTok thing is just like a natural progression. I think it's really incredible. I think, I always remember this thing that John Waters said, is that in the what's the future of cinema? And he said it's going to be a girl in Ohio in her basement that wins the Oscar for making a film about her socks. I'm paraphrasing, I'm not,
Hmm.
something like that. And I think that's kind of what's happening. It's like we all have this power now to generate content, and on our own terms, and for people to take that in, my work, it's really incredible. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it's amazing. And how did it feel? One thing I loved about your collection for the finale, the judges loved how you mixed, modern with, the antique look of your style. Like, how did that feel when you got those critiques from them? Because it was amazing to see you mesh both of the worlds together, and it looked so good. Because so many of the looks were like looks you could wear, I feel, going to work or going to get something quick, but still being stylish, as well as, putting maybe a pair of dress shoes or heels on and wearing it for night. Like, how did that feel, just hearing the judges say that as well?
It's really nice to hear that, because all I remember is like the negative, I just remember the negative things. And so it's really
Hmm.
like, I don't remember that at all, Nick. Like, I don't have no recollection, like I remember like two or three things. So that was really great to hear. But overall in my work, um, I always have, it's always kind of a casual approach. So like, always loved, you know, um, finding things in an old trunk and then wearing them and wearing it to, just your everyday stuff. And so it's just like that kind of, and that to me is like when you're watching like historical dramas, what's so great is,
Hmm.
that they're actually wearing it, these kind of crazy get-ups, but they're like, riding a horse, or, shooting someone, or whatever, just part of the story, or cooking, and that's the real lifeness. And one of my greatest memories of seeing my work on the street was this woman, it was in New York, coming out of the subway, like just it was pouring rain and she was drenched, and she was wearing one of my dresses, and she had forgotten her umbrella. And I just love those moments, you know.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Well, I know it's crazy, like it's the finale. What are you hoping? Because I know you still have that partnership with Amazon to make, like, how is that, like, what was that feeling like to know that as well?
I thought that was really awesome. It just means that, they really believe in me and like my vision.
Hmm.
So there's times when your vision, it takes time sometimes for things to gel, and I think they saw something, and I've just been working nonstop to make that happen. And I'm really happy with the store, the Amazon store now, which everyone's going to see.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see what like holds the future for you as well on your own brand as well as with Amazon. And just want to congratulate you again, Gary, on just like killing it on the show. Like, so many people I know that seen my interviews with you were like, "Oh my God, I love Gary. Gary's my favorite. Gary." Like, so I just want to congratulate you and, wish you all the best of luck in the future. And yeah, just, best of luck. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Nick. Thanks.
Hmm. Best of luck, and, stay safe and can't wait to see what the future holds for you, Gary.
Okay, likewise.
Okay, thank you. Have a great one, okay?